This episode is brought to you by Buy My Stuff on eBay. Yes, you too can buy my stuff from eBay. Simply search for the seller, Tin Dog Podcast, and you can own some rare and collectible items. From the same people who brought you Buy My Books on Amazon. Check the show notes for a direct link.
Scanning for audio.
Hello, welcome to another Tin Dog Podcast. You know those podcasts that I always open by going, I'm sure I've recorded this before. Well, I actually have recorded this before, ages ago. And I forgot to press record, or the batteries ran out, or some equally boring thing. So what I've done is I've checked my batteries, and I've looked at the little screen and the little red lights on. So I'm now going to chat about Smith and Sullivan Reunited, released in July 2025, written by Tim Foley, Roland Moore and Simon Gruyere. Good names. Starring Sadie Miller and Christopher Naylor. Sarah Jane Smith, investigative journalist, and Dr. Harry Sullivan, unit operative. Together, they journeyed to the stars with the Doctor, but when the adventures end, what can they do? Find out more. Reunited in the chaos of 1980s London, Sarah and Harry find danger and darkness lurking beneath the metropolitan veneer of wealth and technology. With trusty supercomputer K9 and the brilliant Lavinia Smith alongside, new adventures are just beginning. Oh my God, this is great. Seriously, there you go. That's your review catchline. It just is great. It's exactly what you want. The Harry that we have now is just so embedded and so worthy of Ian Marter that it works. And I've gone on about how good Sadie Miller is far too much, because she's just great. She puts in a superb performance as Sarah Jane Smith. And you know what? 1,000 people can play Hamlet, and that's fine. The recasting that we all worried about 25, 30 years ago is just not an issue, because Big Finish care and they know what they're doing and they just damn got it right. Okay, you've got 3 stories. They're all great. I will talk about it and I will try, as always, to avoid spoilers. But this box set is worth buying for one specific moment that happens in story 2. K9 saying lovely jubbly is worth shelling out all the money for. Shut up and take my cash. It's all you need. The idea that K9 manages to try and ingratiate himself or take on some local colour by watching Only Fools and Horses is great and works within show logic. But it's just smashing. The sound effects that accompany this particular model of K9, who I believe is Mark III, you can shoot me if you want. And you know what? It's just brill. It's just truly brill. Okay. I've probably opened with a sample of that. But I am getting ahead of myself. Story number 1, The Caller by Tim Foley. As the government prepares to sell off the telecommunications network to the highest bidder, including Starling Industries, Sarah investigates a spate of unexplained deaths in phone boxes across the capital. Elsewhere, Harry is vetting the bidding companies on behalf of Unit, delighted when the assignment converges with his old friend and her robot dog. Sarah and Harry realise they are investigating the same thing. Why is Government Minister Sir Gordon Carmichael covering up the phone box murders? And what alien power is Violent Starling preparing to unleash? It feels beautifully put together because it feels like K9 and Company. It feels like it's got the same level of heart with a slightly different direction of Sarah Jane because she's younger. And there's no kids in this, unless you count Harry's attitude towards the world. So you've got that level of development, but it's true to all of the series. It's true to K9 & Company, it's true to Sarah Jane Smith, it's true to Doctor Who. God knows, well, actually I do already know, where Harry is in his own timeline. In Harry's timeline, he's travelled with the Doctor, Fourth Doctor, met up with the Fourth Doctor again, travelled with Naomi, been dumped somewhere, been picked up by the Seventh Doctor, travelled with the Seventh Doctor, and then there was that brilliant story with the Angels, and he's ended up back where he started back in the 80s. So he's travelled with the Fourth Doctor twice and with the Seventh Doctor. He's now a little bit more worldly wide, but it's still Harry Sullivan, and he's back in the 80s. Sarah Jane Smith, this is a pre or post Five Doctor? No, it's post. Yeah, you know what? I think it's pre-Five Doctors, but I could be wrong. Either way, it's just really nice. I'm wondering if the Five Doctors will take place mid one of these seasons. And you know what? I think what I need to do is stop thinking about these things. Because what we're presented with here is an absolutely superb double act that is worthy of the Jago and Lightfoot treatment. It's Harry and K9. Oh my God, they work together so well. One of them's the brains and the other one is Harry. And Harry is not unclever. But obviously K9 is K9. And you've got the same sound effects going on and everything. So this business with the this BT sell-off, which was so 1980s if you were there. Sorry, the post office phone thing, and which became British Telecom, was everywhere. If you see Sid, tell him, was the only thing missing from this episode. Because I was there. Oh, was that British Gas? You see, what am I doing? My memory's cheating, and that's not good. It feels so 80s, it's unbelievable. What it actually needs is Toby Kinsella from the late 1970s New Adventures. You know what I mean? If he turned up here, because that'd be better than having a Torchwood crossover, because that would just confuse matters. Unit's there, and that's fine as a unit background thing. But ideally, for me, if Sarah needed a different connection, she could be investigating the countermeasures group. That's just a nice storyline that I'd like them to go into. But I'm more than happy for them just to continue in a lovely, plodding 1980s alien invasion, saving the world, Sarah sorts it out, the unit tidy up kind of a way, as long as this series wants to continue. Story number 2, The Union of the Snake. Self-made millionaire Eric Chen inexplicably went from working in a sawmill to designing a revolutionary computer chip and has made billions. I think for the 80s that should have been millions. He has no training or education in electronics, so how did he do it? His new PA, Sarah Jane Smith, is determined to find the answer. I love the way that Sarah is so focused on her career and moving forward that it does bring her down to a real level that the character kind of deserves. One thing that is worth noting is that when you've got a spin-off from Doctor Who, one of the characters invariably becomes slightly smarter and becomes the main character, becomes the Doctor for motivational purposes. They've avoided that in this, and it's brilliant. It's so well structured, and that is a work of actual talent. Something that nobody else will have even spotted or noticed, but it is very, very well done. Because it's very easy. Say you've got the River Song spin-off. River Song instantly becomes slightly smarter, so that she's the smartest person in the room and manages to outclass everyone. Similarly with, Torchwood. Jack becomes smarter than he is when he's in Doctor Who, so that he can then take on Torchwood, and so on. The ensemble cast works, and you've got K9 for that lovely thing, and of course you've got K9's limitations. I love the way that at one point in this story he runs out of batteries, which does work. So, this storyline, Union of the Snake, is very good, and it's got some lovely atmosphere, and towards the end it does feel very Sarah Jane, because it's got stuff going on that just has heart, which is what Sarah Jane had much more than the TV adaptation of Doctor Who at the time. Blood type Simon Gruyere. Okay, let's look at the synopsis first so I don't give away any spoilers. Busier than ever, Sarah has little time to write up her cases for publication, but taking shortcut risks making mistakes as a journalist and as an investigator. When an old adversary reappears, the pressure reaches boiling point. Can Sarah rely on her closest friends in a crisis? Well, you know she can. You absolutely know she can. So, yes, the old adversary is a bit of a blinder because you're thinking, well, who could it be? Is it a classic monster? No, it's not. And it's a reference to an earlier story, which is absolutely fine because that's what we need. It feels a little bit like Torchwood Meat and things like that, but which is great because you've got that whole what's really going on, and you've also got to look at London Dockside before it was redeveloped using stolen gold money and that kind of thing, if other documentaries are to be believed. So, what have we got going on here? We've got some brilliant performances across the board. All three stories move at a cracking pace. And the characterisation is so nice. It's cosy. It's a gorgeous drama. And it is a TV show from the 80s that you didn't see at the time. And that is always all of the ticks. Yes, nostalgia might not be everyone's cup of tea. People want to drive forward with narrative. Well, good for them. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here for a good time. And that's what we're getting here. So if you like Sarah, you like Harry, you like K9, just get this. It's literally a no-brainer. You'll enjoy it, you'll wish there was more, and you will just think, yes, sign me up. As a worthy successor to Countermeasures, it works. Because it's got that feel of an old TV show. Yes, Countermeasures did feel more of an ITC show, and that's fine. But this is definitely BBC, possibly Sunday night drama. And let's face it, we need more Harry and more K9 together. Thank you, Big Finish, for doing this, because I didn't know if it would work or not, and I was so wrong. I loved it. I loved every minute. Here's the trailer, and decide for yourself. Until next time, be seeing you.
Oh, hello?
From Big Finish Productions, the worlds of Doctor Who, Smith and Sullivan, Reunited.
Come on, K9. We're needed on a story.
Affirmative, mistress.
Don't mind me, just checking the fire doors.
If it isn't Sarah Jane Smith.
Harry! We're dealing with a creature that functions within telephone wires.
It's incredible, isn't it?
She doesn't know anything.
But she will not let go. Something must be done.
Hello?
I'm sorry, the connection is dead. Just like you. Harold Sullivan is dead.
Ah, you're alive. Wonderful. And you're back too. Looking worse for wear. You've got the metal dog out as well.
Greetings, Aunt Lavinia.
A whole Aladdin's lock-up.
Anti-grav units, sections of space armour. K9, scan and identify.
Mistress.
You're from the future.
We dabble.
Who are you?
Open it. No, don't!
Utterly monstrous.
Help me. Help me.
Hand over the component, or you will be vaporized.
Warning, I require assistance.
No! What have you done?
Identified.
We're friends. I'm Sarah Jane Smith. This is Harry Sullivan.
Identities confirmed. You will be destroyed.
What? No!
Down!
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. All topics discussed are the intellectual property of the copyright owners. No infringement is intended. Why not follow the show on Blue Sky at tindogpodcast.bsky.social. If you've enjoyed this podcast on YouTube, please click like and subscribe. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.